We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway in Southern California. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Pitch and catch to Wilson. A spin. He's got room to roam. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he will score. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And now they'll shift things around.
From the gun on 3rd down. Alexander. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
At the 41-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns In there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
16 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
End of the first quarter. The score.
Here's Herbert.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Again, Herbert.
A short throw to Musgrave.
20. 10.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, LA! Musgrave, 41 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Alexander.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Completes it to Coleman. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6. That is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Jack Fox now
as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now they'll change things up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Herbert now. Past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Alexander. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Alexander firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Alexander tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
The final shot before break. Alexander trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back and continue to throw the ball effectively. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
From the gun on third down, Alexander, he's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down inside the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Back to throw. Alexander.
This one taken in by Olave.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Alexander.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Alexander. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Herbert.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. 2nd and 5. And that's incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Back to throw. Herbert.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Alexander, well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the Giants send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Back to throw now on first down. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. Through the middle of the field. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Len McConkey, 56 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander, he's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Herbert back to the air. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Trey Palmer,
43 yards.
And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
First down, New York.
Looking to throw. Alexander. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Coleman, the man in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
That's caught. It's Coleman. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake. Alexander.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back to throw. Alexander. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Alexander. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't there, partner, because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Stiff-armed him. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Once again, it's Jacobs, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra run.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 1. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season